Konnichiwa, fellow Sumo Menko collectors. Welcome to another edition of Sumo Card Hub. Hopefully everybody's getting ready for the March tournament that's coming up here in a few weeks. Although I heard something like a quarter of all the Rikishi have or recently had COVID, so I certainly hope that doesn't mean we have a lot of absences this tournament. Again, 2 weeks to recover, and hopefully the Nihon Sumo Kyokai will get their arms around that, get everybody healthy, so that we don't have many absences for the tournament. But anyway, excited to get ready and start prepping for that tournament. But in the meantime, I wanted to highlight a set that you see here in front of me, and I'll show it in more detail. But this is the 1953 Kagome Rikishi 7 set. And why do I have it here? Maybe about 10 years ago or so, somebody asked me, what is the one Sumo Menko set to own? At the time, I couldn't think of any particular one because there's so many great ones. But I did settle on, if you're talking about the post-World War era, certainly in the 1950s, this set is a must-have, I believe, in every collection, especially if you want to start collecting or are collecting Sumo Menko. And so this is 1953 Kagome Rikishi 7 set. It does have 7 of the modern Yokozuna in it at various stages of their careers. It has 4 modern Ozeki, so it's just packed with star power. And so let me, as I continue to talk through the set, let me just dive into to what this set is. Right. So this is an unopened box, if you will, from the 1953 Kagome Rikishi 7 set. What was revolutionary about it too in 1953, you can see it says vinyl or vinyl application. So they actually coated these in this thin layer of vinyl to make it more rugged and durable. It says Kon. That's really like the Kamizumo or the tapping kind of game. Sumo Menko. It's got 200 Menko in the box, and this one I didn't really quite understand, but it says 2 ma. You sell them per 2, so I didn't quite understand what that meant. But you can see here Kagome Gangu, and the box is pretty plain. They all are. So I've seen numerous ones of these for auctions over the decades, but plain cardboard box. And if you open it up, again, they all come, most of them come with a little piece of twine. If you open it up, it's got stacks of these Menko in them. And again, I'll highlight each of the Menko here. But look, you can see a little bit of the reflection of that vinyl coating on here. So I'll zoom in here. So you can see here's Mitsuneyama. This is what the back looks like. So at the time, Mitsuneyama was an Ozeki. So here's the rank at the top. You can see this hand. This is the Gu Choki paw mark. That's the rock, scissors, paper mark that was super common on Menko. You can see his Shikona, or fighting name, Mitsuneyama. Here on the left, that is his height. And this is the traditional way to calculate height. I think that's 5 shaku, 7 sun. So each shaku is about 30 centimeters. Each sun is about 3 centimeters, so you can see that. What is that? I can't even do the math. 5. So let's say 5 times 30, 157. So about 171, 72 centimeters tall. And here is the traditional way to count weight. This is kun, I believe. So 42 kun or kan. Each one is about 3.75 kilograms. So about 350 pounds or so. You can see the Kagome mark there, and then at the bottom you've got the 7-digit fighting number at the bottom. And again, that's why you get the 7 on the set name, the 1953 Kagome Rikishi 7. So again, this set is just packed. So this box here has 200 cards, or 200 Menko in it, I should say, and all of the wrestlers in this set made it to at least Komusubi, except for one, I think Naruto Umi. He only made it to Maegashira, but everybody else made it to Komusubi. So you truly have star power in this set. So another reason why I believe this is a great set to collect is they are relatively easy to find. You can see them come up for auction numerous times throughout the year. So they're not difficult, they're not expensive, they're relatively low cost. You know, each one of these you can buy at auction probably for, you know, 1 to maybe 300 yen. And in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty cheap. There are 24 menko in the set. And so, you know, it's pretty easy to collect too, right? So you should be able to, in about a year or so of looking around, you should be able to really nail down and find all the menko in this set. The large size, again, let me pull one over here. Here's Asashio. So this is when he was a Sekiwake. Eventually went to become, you know, Yokozuna. They're relatively large. So if you see the traditional BC series menko on the left here, you can see they're relatively big, and so kids really, I think, appeal to this larger size. Again, a good comparison is the 1952 Topps baseball. Menko were not this size, and then eventually, again, with this set, they started becoming bigger and bigger, and this was the first set that you really see these large sizes as a standard, not just a one-off or a two-off. So the large size appealed to kids as well. And then I think probably the coolest thing out there is there's a parallel chase factor, if you will. So what do I mean by parallel chase factor? Well, each menko actually comes in a color variation. So here on the left, let's see, so we've got Kagome Sato. So you can see Kagome Sato, we've got the sun in green, and you can see his Keisho Mawashi there in red. Now take a look at the bottom. Now those colors are flipped. Now you've got the sun in red, and you've got the Keisho Mawashi in green. And so every menko comes in a color variation. Here's Chiyo no Yama, so you can see, so majority of his Keisho Mawashi is green. Now its colors are flipped. Here's let's see, what is that? Azuma Fuji. He eventually went on to become a pro wrestler, but Azuma Fuji. Here's you can see the two circles are green. Now they're red. Here's Mitsuneyama. You saw him before. So remember in that box, Mitsuneyama was a green Keisho Mawashi. Now look, it's red. So that's the chase factor to it. So it actually makes completing this set quite fun and quite interesting to work on. Okay, so here's Yoshibayama. You can see green predominantly, red there. Here's the Tochinishiki, who eventually went on to become Yokozuna as well. You can see the colors flipped there. Let's see, here's this. Oh yeah, Asashio. Colors flipped there. Who's that? Let's see, Matsunobori. Colors flipped there. I'll just go through each one of these really quick just to give you an idea. The sets, who's this? Tokitsuyama. Flipped colors. Now, I don't know if any one particular one is harder to find than the other, but it certainly took me a while to complete the entire set, for sure. Let's see, so we've got, there's a Wakanohana. Yep. Here's Wakabayama. There's green Keisho Mawashi. Red. Here's a Kuni Nobori. Kuni Nobori there. Okay. Got Deiwa Nishiki. Deiwa Nishiki. Let's see. Naruto Umi. Yeah, I think Naruto Umi didn't make it to Komosubi. But yeah, just to really find out. Again, I don't know why these colors were reversed. I don't believe in any of the boxes that I have. They are, each version comes in it. I think it's just one version or the other. So it could be a regional thing that happened where maybe they were printed different parts of the country. Yeah, no, and again, I'm not sure why. Now, some of these are very difficult to see. The registration is very poor. You can see here the red ink was misapplied. It makes the registration off. So it does make it a little more difficult to chase these menko with good registration and find them in great shape. Tamano Umi. And then Wakasegawa. And what's really, I think, cool also about these, and I'll take a look. These are actual photographs superimposed on the drawing of the wrestlers, right? So it's not a drawing of the face. So they actually took photos, which makes this set, I think, just that much more appealing. Look here, right? You see Yoshi, what is it? No, not I can't remember. Shinobu-yama, I think that is. Yeah, Shinobu-yama. You can see now he's smiling, right? So he's there. Got a grimace. Kita no Nara. And who are we going to end with? I can't remember who that is. I have to go look that up. But you can see here, miscut. So you're probably chasing to find ones that are cut. You're chasing the ones to find that their registration is looking good. So yeah, just overall, again, you know, it's got great wrestlers in this, great Rikishi in this set. It's relatively easy to find. You should be able to find these on the market. In fact, there's several for auction right now. These the larger size, again, very appealing. It's bigger, it's easy to see, nice to hold in the hand. The relatively low cost, again, you're probably only going to pay maybe 100 yen to 300 yen. So, you know, maybe $1 to $3 per. And over the course of 24 cards, really, that's a pretty cheap set to collect. And then at the end, right, it's got the parallel chase factor as we walked through each of the parallel cards. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions. Certainly head out there and hop online. You'll definitely see a few of these for auction. And hope everybody has a great week. And we'll talk to everybody later. Sayonara.